Tour of the Toyota Car Museum. It's a three-storied museum. The one here, the one here, and there's one more floor down here. It's been a great experience. It takes you through history of the automobiles as they evolved in India, as evolved in the world. India is, of course, much behind the movement of the vehicles. So I thank Toyota for making the best of the use of the space by putting almost hundreds of cars from different parts of the world and showing us a history of automobiles. I start the tour with a 1000 yen ticket, and this is the car Toyota built in 1936. The history of automobiles as depicted by the Toyota Automobile Museum. So right from the cars which were built in the early part of the century to every possible model seems to be here. Say these are the designs, the prototypes of the cars, some of them very beautiful, the old ones, and and this is amazingly beautiful car. Toyota seems to have had mastered it long back as to how to. This is 1912, and this is a 1430 horsepower car, 1912. So this one is again, it's called Cadillac Model 30. It's for the luxury saloon segment, 1920 to 30s, and all these cars are the luxury saloon cars. Most of them designed very well, with sign of opulence in those years. Design cars post 1930, and they have largely with the airflow series, where probably air friction got reduced in the cars as they made them more aerodynamic. This is a beauty. This is Dessenberg Model J. I think most cars here are from all countries as manufactured. This is an amazing car, 1929, and this car weighs 2400 kgs, and this is a water-cooled engine, inline 8 DOHC, long back, just remember 1929, and the model went up to 1937. So this is amazing. Now even this one looks very good. This is Hispano Suiza KG 1935, and this is also equally good. This is the car which President Roosevelt used, and this is called Packard 12, and this is a beauty, a large car by any standards of today, probably as big as a mini truck. But probably those days most big cars were like this. Right, this was another one, and this one is Delage Type D820. This is a French car, and similarly this one, which is Bugatti, and this one, which is quad front types. So most of these cars are pretty big, luxurious, but nothing to beat President Roosevelt's car, which is here. Let's see. The sheer design and scale of this car is amazing. It's huge. It's huge. It's got the president's flag in front of it. Amazing. It's for the adventure and sports cars. All these sports cars which have been made between 1900 and 1930. Amazing. All the cars at one place, 1900 and 1930. Starting with this Isotta Fraschini Tipo to this wonderfully looking car, whose video is also, here probably they made it in a running condition, right? And this is the car. This has 1926 Bugatti Type 35B. This is a three-wheel sports car. It's got a small one, there's one wheel and two wheels in front. Amazing. Probably it's got a chain here like a bike, and it's a racing car. Daihatsu Spider Campano, and we move on to Toyota Sports 800 1965. This one is again amazing. This is probably a sports car, which is Lotus Elite, and the first GT car from Lotus, monocoque construction, 1961. Birth of new vehicles now, and this section, zone 2, part of the system, zone 11. First zone 11 is a trying time, surfacing of social issues, and these are the cars which were developed in 1970s. This is Toyota GT 2000, Bellet 1600 GT, Sylvia Nissan. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is Ford Mustang 1964. This is Jaguar E-Type. Interesting section. What it says, towards a sustainable future. And we've got Toyota Prius 1997. The first probably the electric car. The diversification of power sources from fossil fuel to battery charged vehicles. Insight, Honda Insight 2004, Mitsubishi i-MiV 2011, and this is Toyota Mirai 2014. Now this Toyota Mirai, which is the latest one, it is the first mass-produced hydrogen fuel cell vehicle released in December 2014. Runs on electricity generated from fuel, hydrogen and oxygen in air without any carbon dioxide emission. A full filling makes approximately 650 kilometer driving range. So this is a beautiful car. This is a car of the future. Probably as we move forward, Toyota would launch such cars in India. Toyota Prius. This is a 1997 Toyota Prius, which runs both on electric motor and kind of petrol vehicles, and this is again a beginning of the emergence of environment friendly cars. The i-MiEV, which is a 2011 launch, and this is a lithium ion battery pack car which basically runs on electric charge. This is another fantastic Toyota i-Real. This is something where people can drive on a small three-wheel kind of a movement. The car detects the movement of pedestrians, and once you are seated inside it, you can navigate it. The car has uh, the concept of free movement, harmony with society, and coexistence with earth and the natural environment. This is amazing.